Have you ever wondered why Zelda keeps going if Link got the Triforce in one of the first games? And you know what, maybe the third game too. I mean, the Triforce is like a genie. You basically get one wish, kind of. So not a genie, like a crippled genie, handicapped genie. So why didn't he just wish for a perfect world? Or wish to stop all evil forever? So today we're going to discuss just that, and I'm going to explain why Link can never wish the evil of Ganon away. Sign in, please like and share this video as we explore the first wish. For those who are unfamiliar with Zelda, not only does it have a messy, confusing timeline, as in when did this Zelda happen versus that Zelda, but it also has a weird thing where Link, Zelda, and Ganon are linked together for reasons. One has the Triforce of Courage, one has the Triforce of Wisdom, and finally Ganon has the Triforce of Power. Just like with Captain Planet, with all three powers combined, this releases the Triforce, a set of 3 golden triangles that grants the person who touches it one wish. It's said if they have a good heart, Hyrule will become a utopia of perfection. And if somebody has a bad heart, then Hyrule will become Satan's playground. But then you really have to ask yourself, why does this keep happening? Did not Link already get the Triforce like twice? Well, maybe just like one piece at a time, but then he distinctly got it in the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And so, if he received only one wish, why would he not wish Ganon away and just end the series? Utter utopia, perfection, everything you could ever want. Well, because Nintendo and Zelda is a massive cash cow. So that's it, that's the end. Glad you guys came to watch the video, and yeah, no, that's a tired out joke. Okay, seriously, there are some interesting reasons and perspectives I'd like to explore and share with you why I think Link couldn't just wish for a perfect world. So firstly, I would like to point out that the Triforce has been divided into 3s evenly between Link, Zelda, and Ganon, meaning that even if they lost their Triforce portion, they could gain it back. In Hyrule Warriors, the main villain uses Ganon's Triforce of Power to her advantage, and not just in making her tits bigger, but really using the Triforce of Power to seize control of the land. Later, when Ganon is reformed, he reclaims it easily though. So it's like she was borrowing the Triforce of Power? I don't know, it's not really well explained. Zelda broke the Triforce of Wisdom into pieces. It states that a Triforce, but only really shows like one triangle. You still must go fight Ganon, so I'm pretty sure it's just like Zelda's pieces she hid. Nevertheless, this is why Ganon kidnapped Zelda and keeps her instead of just taking the Triforce from her and killing Link to take his. He needs the 3 parts in the same place. It kinda makes you wonder how a pig demon came to be the rightful owner of the Triforce power, almost like the gods were playing a cruel joke upon the land of Hyrule. But they would never do that. Right? Right, gods? Oh, yeah, they have like literally no involvement in the games. During the Wind Waker's ending, we were shown what happens when all 3 of the Triforce pieces are together, and it allows whoever touches it to make a wish. In that case, the King of Hyrule wished Hyrule to be destroyed, and so it was. Essentially, we witnessed the real wish being granted, and from that point on, the game series kind of forgot about Hyrule, until Breath of the Wild. Which, again, like timeline confusion here, not really sure what's going on. I digress. Why did the king not instead just wish that he was the rightful bearer of the Triforce of Power? Or that Ganon was a good guy? Or wish for a perfect world? And to that end, in A Link to the Past, why did Link not also wish the same thing? Let us take those 3 points and address each one. Firstly, if the king or Link took the Triforce of Power, there would be no telling if it would make them evil or not. As the saying goes, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And we saw what the Triforce of Power did to the villain in Hyrule Warriors, making her just as bad as Ganon, if not worse. But then again, in that instance, in that example, Ganon was the evil spirit, and still perhaps maybe he was the one having the influence on her. I don't think so, but there's an argument for that. I still find it odd that only one Triforce part can be granted to each one of these characters, but maybe that is the reason also. They just can't have the Triforce of Power if Link has the Triforce of Courage, right? It makes sense to me, I guess, kind of. Whatever. The jury's out on that one for now. Wishing for Ganon to become good instead of evil is a simple explanation. There's other villains in the Legend of Zelda series other than Ganon. For example, there was the precursor to Ganon, and then there was that weird picture wizard, and whatever Majora's Mask was. Maybe Majora's Mask wasn't even real. Yeah, again, timeline storyboard confusion on that one. So, yeah, nevertheless, there's some off examples there, but where there is a vacancy, somebody or something will obviously fill it. Vacuum of power, somebody's going to take it. Meaning that someone would take Ganon's place, and perhaps combined with Link and Zelda, Ganon could rule Hyrule with them as three perfect leaders. But then again, power corrupts, and who's to say that Link's wish would actually last forever? Finally, why not just wish for the destruction of the Triforce to end this all? If we consult a link between worlds, we can see that without the Triforce to ground the world, it slowly will be destroyed. So, while it looks good on paper to destroy the object that keeps causing the destruction of the kingdom, the truth is the object is what gave life to the world that they live in. In a cutscene during the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's explained how and why the creation of Hyrule occurred, and the world in general, and it's all tied to the Triforce. See for yourself. I suppose this is what we call a catch-22, that no matter what you wish for, nothing will ever change. Link wished for the restoration of Hyrule after its destruction from Ganon in A Link to the Past, and yet, as we've seen in other games, Ganon's spirit will remain, even if he's sealed away in a different world. In Twilight Princess, he corrupted a man named Zant, and they crossed back into Hyrule, bringing destruction yet again. And in Hyrule Warriors, he was sealed away, but released by Link, of all people, due to the need of the Master Sword. Again, because Ganon wasn't there, somebody took his place at the time, became corrupted, and the use of the Master Sword was needed, utterly freeing Ganon. So, destroying Ganon, or the Triforce, or taking the Triforce of Power really would do nothing. The king destroyed Hyrule, and yet Ganon still lives to conquer all of the worlds, whatever worlds are out there. Whatever worlds the artists, the writers want to share with us. But there are, indeed, worlds in that universe, and I'm sure Ganon's traversing them, even now. Or, he's probably gonna be resurrected in this new game that's coming out. Whatever game it is, depending on when you watch this video. And so that's why Link can never wish away evil, because evil will always find a way to return, and that's why we have the Master Sword, and the Triforce of Courage. And so, Link too will also return. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I did a pretty good explanation on why you can't just wish away the bad guys, the bad man. I did all the hard work, stabbed the bad man in the forehead with the sword, and he still comes back. Why? Well, the simple answer is because antagonists and Nintendo and Zelda's cash cow. But the more in-depth explanation, I think, is a little bit more satisfying. Well, you can let me know with a comment down below. Do you think there is a way to wish Ganon to become good? Do you think we should wish away Ganon? Or do you think they should just inevitably end the series by destroying the Triforce? And in the end, destroying everything that it created. You let me know, and I'd appreciate a like and share on this. Now, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and big shoutouts to all the people who support me on Patreon. I hope to see you guys in the next video.